Alright, if you can hear me over the air conditioner, there's my pictures Alana sent me next to a 1969 license plate, which my wife and I found in an old house, and we kept it because that was the year she was born. So let me zoom out, see if I can get it together since I haven't filmed in a while. You jump in front of the camera, do the pointing thing, and yep, I've been away for a bit. Duty calls. I've been outside. You may know that from my complexion. I've been bragging a little bit about the tan, but why shouldn't I? So I've been away for about a week. The background noise is we got a standalone air conditioning because we put a new window in. Didn't want an air conditioning unit hanging out of it. Horizon Zero Dawn is in the PS4, and my wife has given the little dog a bath, so sometimes it growls and gets ticked off. Anyway, I'm here to do a tag. Surprise, surprise, and this is the Josh's Scholars book tag. Josh from Literary Gladiators. I'll spit it out in a minute. That was tagged by Mark over at Richardson Reads. Thank you, Mark. Here we go. And I had to do a combo here because I bought another tablet besides this one, and I was trying to get it going, but I don't have to use this older one. So I have my answers written down, and I have the questions here on the tablet. Here we go. First of all, cheers. Number one. Which lesser-known writer do you feel more people need to read and study? Harlan Ellison. Come on, people. Great writer. Harlan Ellison. Okay, number two. Which well-known writer do you feel garners too much attention, overrated, or studied too much, if there's such thing, or there is such thing? Josh picked William Shakespeare, and that's who I'm going with. I understand he did some notable works, but I got sick of hearing about this guy in school and then again in college, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I get it. But there are other authors. Number three. Very important question. A writer or work you believe will be in the canon by 2050. Me. Now listen. Everybody's going, really? Sure. If you're not going to try to be the best at everything you do, then why do it? And I've always been that way about everything. You can ask anybody that's ever played sports against me, anybody that's ever competed against me in anything, and I'm the same way about writing. Yeah, I understand why one book has some formatting problems because I didn't know what I was doing, but this is how you get better. So I'm going to say something I've written, because I've got a few years left, and watch out. Number four, a writer from your area, state, or country that you believe deserves more recognition. Two Kentucky authors, James Steele and Jesse Stewart. James Steele wrote I Shall Not Leave, and I can totally identify with that poem. It's about not wanting to leave the hills of Kentucky. And Jesse Stewart wrote a bunch of books that were about how things used to be around here. They were comical and they were entertaining, and our librarian used to read them to us when I was in grade school. And I really enjoyed Jesse Stewart. 5. A deceased writer you felt should have won a Nobel Prize in Literature. Stephen Crane for The Red Badge of Courage. A very unsung, barely mentioned author. Number 6. A living writer you feel should win a Nobel Prize in Literature. Harlan Harlan Ellison. He's won Hugos and Nebulas, but he's more than that. Seven, a writer you feel needs a complete anthology of their work. Robert R. McCammon. He took some of his older books out of print. I thought they were still, pretty good books, and I'd just like to see all of his stuff out there again. Number 8, a translated work you feel deserves recognition. Okay, I just had this one ago. Here we go. And that would be Pretty Shield, Medicine Woman of the Crows. Because no one ever talks about this book. And I first came across this during, what was it? I think it was a cultural anthropology class I took in college. Number 8, a work of nonfiction you feel needs to be studied. Yeah, I always throw my hand out like, more people don't talk about this book. Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee by D. Brown. 10. If you could teach any 5 literature-based classes, whether they exist in some form or you create it, what would they be? Like this question. First of all, Native American lit. Even though it may or not be recorded. Neanderthal literature. Everybody's like, well, they didn't write. How do you know? Medieval literature. Japanese literature from way, way, way back. Mostly during the time of the samurai in that particular period. And literature that's going to be taught in 2063. Because although I don't anticipate making it that far, that would be the year that I would turn 100, and I would like to see if anybody mentioned me. So that was the tag. I mean, it says who do you tag, but I don't know who else done this. I'm late to this, so like I said, I've been busy for a while. Great tag, Josh. Of course, they make some good ones over there at Literary Gladiators, and thank you, Mark, over at Richardson Reads for the tag. Let me set this down so I can do my wave. It's good to be back. Now, bye.